Hey everyone, I am making this video not because I was trying to hide anything, but frankly I'm shocked that anybody really noticed any changes in my facial features. But when I posted my Mega Sephora haul, I got quite a few comments, all very positive, all very nice, so thank you for that. And I was eventually going to do a video on this topic. I was going to wait a little longer until my face sort of settled in, but it's just easier to throw it out there, and now that people have noticed, just address it. So if you haven't noticed, I did get my, I don't know what it's not lip augmentation. It's not like I had a surgery. I had filler, that's it. Filler injected, in my lips going on, it's a week and a half now. It was a week ago, it'll be 2 weeks this coming Wednesday. It is Sunday now. So I want to talk about what I had done, why I had it done, what I was going for, and what it was like, and just kind of a general thing. And let me start by saying I am not a doctor. I do not pretend to be a doctor. I don't play one on TV or on YouTube, but this is just based on my personal experience and my own research on the internet. So I have always had rather thin lips, and it has always bothered me. I remember getting my senior portrait taken for our high school, and I hated my picture because it looked like I just had this, like nothing, like no lip, but I just was very self-conscious of it from a very early age. Just never really thought about doing anything about it. I've seen tons of people on YouTube do it, and it was just one of those things that I thought, well, I don't know, it looks like that hurts. And then my son's bar mitzvah is coming up. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, actually, and I realized a couple of things coincided all at the same time. So this big event's coming. We've hired a photographer. There's going to be a lot of formal portraits, a photo album. It's very similar to a wedding. So I'm spending a small fortune on these pictures. I want to look my best. I haven't seen some of these people that are coming in town for a long time. So that was sort of the catalyst for why I did it when I did it. And I also noticed in the last few months, one of the hazards I think of being on YouTube is you see your face in HD much larger than in real life when you're editing. And I noticed that I was getting a lot of like fine vertical lines around my top lip. And I'm not a smoker, but you know, they call it the smoker lines. I knew I wanted something a little bit more than what I have, but really nothing that was like, whoa, what did you do to your face? I wanted it just filled up a little bit. I didn't even want anything on the bottom. And the big two filler options are Juvederm. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Juvederm and Restylane. And my research with Restylane showed that it could be a little lumpy. The results weren't quite as natural looking, so I quickly settled on Juvederm. That didn't take very long. And then there's Juvederm and Juvederm XC. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea which one they put in my face. None. I settled on the doctor that I wanted. I was reading New Beauty magazine, and I saw that they had a list. There's a website through, I can't remember which accrediting group it is, and I'll put the link below if I can find it, of the doctors that are rated as expert in injecting fillables. So I thought, well, if I'm gonna have someone stick a needle in my face, I surely want them to be an expert. So one of the names that I was actually considering going to was on the list. So that, and right down the road from my house. So that was it, sealed the deal, made the appointment, waited a week. I did the consultation and scheduled the appointment right after, assuming that I was gonna like it. Met with the nurse practitioner, we talked about what I wanted. I was very clear. And I think with any procedure, a medical procedure, whether it's cosmetic or something you need for your health, you need to be clear with your expectations and what you want, regardless. This is your body, and if you aren't clear going in, you're gonna be disappointed or worse, you know. So be clear with what you want. Don't let someone talk you into what you want, what you think you want. You need to go in knowing what you want. So that means doing your research and Googling and going to the library and talking to people and whatever. Okay, you know the drill. So I told her the look I was looking for. I showed her some pictures of lips that I kind of liked, and I showed her some pictures of lips that I was trying desperately to avoid. I knew the cost before I even walked in the door. I know you're gonna ask, so I will tell you, sit down. It was $600 for a full syringe, whether you use the full syringe or not. Whatever you don't use, they hold for you for next time. I had a coupon from when I did Botox like a year and a half ago. You get credits with the company that makes Botox. They also make Juvederm. So I had $50 off. So it was $550 for the syringe. I only used half for my upper and I did a teeny bit on the bottom. So the other half is, I don't know, waiting for me at the doctor's office when I decide to do this again. So that's kind of cool. So you basically pay for 2 visits with one, at least with my face I did. And so we talked about that, and then we talked about the pain. Frankly, that was my number 2, maybe 1.5, right, like tied with I don't want to have giant inflatable lips. I also didn't want to be in pain. So they use Juvederm that has the lidocaine in it. That might be XC. I gotta look into that. I apologize. I should have looked that up before I did the video, but and then they also put a topical numbing cream. The topical numbing cream is disgusting. It's like this white cream. You have to put it on, they put it on you. You can't, it'll numb anything it touches. And you immediately, you feel like your face just went, like when your foot or hand falls asleep, that it's just that feeling attached to your face. It doesn't hurt. It's just very unpleasant. You feel like you're drooling. I was numb from here all the way, like, I didn't do a dental block. I didn't do Novocaine. Kind of wish I did. Actually, that would hurt just as much as just having the needle stuck in. So they didn't even offer that. Okay, so then I sat there with this goo on my face for a good 30 to 40 minutes that I could really get good and numb. And then I went into the office with a doctor and we talked a little bit more. At least I think I talked. There was some drooling. No, I'm kidding. And we again discussed, you know, what I was looking for. And she explained this golden ratio proportion from, I'm doing a horrible job of explaining this. There's some sort of perfect ratio of like the size of your lips to to space here, to here, whatever. And so she explained that, you know, a responsible and good doctor will maintain that ratio. It's when you start going crazy and overinflating that it looks, and messing up those proportions that it looks fake. So we talked about all of that. Actually, she told me that I know one side of my face curls up kind of like Elvis higher than the other. She did say we could fix that. With a little shot of Botox, like right around here, but that she didn't want to do it at this point. Let's just wait and see how the lips turned out. So I appreciated that, and we'll see. I may or may not do that. I'd like to be symmetrical. I have a deeper crease here than here, and that's because one side's moving more than the other. So to wrinkle evenly, maybe it might not be such a bad idea to stick it in there. Okay, anyway, so then she brought out the needle. Not gonna lie, okay, it hurts. It hurt. Some people, it doesn't hurt. It hurt. Yeah, you feel the needle go in, and then there was lidocaine in it. So as soon as she started injecting stuff, it didn't hurt. But I mean, the first few pricks she did mostly around here. I think the next time we do it, which should be about 9 months to a year from now, I'll do more out here just to kind of fill it all. The more she did it, the more it hurt. And by the time she got to the bottom, because she decided to add just a little, I asked her to add just a tiny little bit at the bottom. I was going, ow, 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 like that. Like that's exactly what happened. She sticks it in and I go, ow, 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 and then you're done. There was no bruising when I was at the doctor's office. She gave me a lovely squishy ice pack, which she told me to keep on my face, like, you know, just kind of moving it around as long as possible that evening. My appointment was at 4 when I did the actual injection part. I completely ignored her. I had things to do. I had to make dinner. Who can sit there and make dinner and take care of your kids while you're holding an ice pack on your face? You can't. So I didn't, and guess what happened? I bruised. So next time, listen to the doctor. Oh, don't take painkillers before you go. Like no Advil, no Aleve, no ibuprofen, because it thins out the blood and will cause you to bruise more easily. So don't do anything prior to the... It's not like it's this horrible, terrible, sharp pain. It's just, it's definitely uncomfortable. And it hurt for a good week afterwards. Not constantly, but if I went, you know, like that, because I bruised all along my upper, everywhere she basically put a needle. I bruised all along my upper lip, like at the top of my lip, and I still have 2 little bumps here and here. When I bruise, not only do I get a lovely black and blue mark, like if I bang like my thigh or something on our sleigh bed, which happens all the time, but I'll get a nice welt, like a good honkin' contusion bump under my skin that lasts forever. So yeah, at least my body is consistent. So this is it. I mean, this is a week and a half in, and I have to say, I feel like it's more noticeable now than when I first had it done. It was more just swelling, but now my lips have sort of settled in. I like them. I think it's a subtle improvement. I don't think it's humongous. I'm not gonna kind of dwell on this. This is really gonna be the only time I discuss this. You're not gonna suddenly see Instagram pictures close up of me pouting in various poses. It's just ridiculous. I do notice that nude colors look better on me than they used to, which is kind of fun, and I am more excited to wear bright red because my lips will not completely disappear. But these are by no means like large lips or full luscious lips. They're just average still because I wanted it to fit my face. So I will do it again. Thank God I don't have to do it for hopefully another 9 months to a year, because it kind of hurt. It hurt, and I don't know if I touched upon that enough, how it hurt. Like I said, it wasn't a constant ache in my face. It was more like if I blotted my lips together, I was pressing bruises against each other. Like I bruised here, like in here. Lipstick covered it up just fine, and I had two like black and blue marks right here. So I just kept my Urban Decay concealer stick with me, and I just kind of draw a line under it and we'd be good. But yeah, if I actually like pushed on my lips, it hurt. So what did I do all the time? Just kept pushing on my lips. It's like if you have a loose tooth, you're constantly, when you're a kid, you know, picking at it. So that was my long and rambling explanation of what I did to my lips. And if you have any questions, I don't know if I can answer them, but I will try. I hope that, you know, the point of doing this video is to, one, explain to you, and full disclosure, you know I don't hide things from you. So tick that box. And secondly, if I can help anyone, if they're trying to make a decision of whether or not to do it and what it's like, I feel like the more information you have on something, the better it is for you when you do it yourself. So hopefully this helped you if it's something you're considering. And like I said, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. I don't know what more I can add to this, but I will try to point you in the right direction. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'm not gonna start like kissing at you at the end of videos. I'm not gonna be like, I mean, come on. They're just not that. Most of you have better lips that you were born with than what I just got put in my face, so we're not gonna go crazy there. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop now. Bye.